unmute myself. Share sound. Okay, nice. Share. Okay, so previously we were introducing ratio using the healthy plate, stating how it is actually, show you this slide, that applicable for everyone. So like for this example, will be of a scribble here, how in the end, the ratio is the same. And we talk about how it's equivalent ratios and how we can use this idea that we learn from fractions and use it in ratio. So then we found this page, right, in our book. So right now, let's go back to the cover page. Have you found the cover page already? Yes? Okay, so there is this cover page here. There's no sound, unfortunately. Let me try to project the sound out. The fair. Have you found it? Page 141.
I want to buy 9 banana fritters. How many sweet potatoes will I get? How many hard ice must I buy to get 3 free chilies for Mum?
Okay, so that's a very short clip on the cover with some questions, and I noticed that some of you also answered it already. So here are some reasonable questions. Like, for example, the 1 free sweet potato for every 3 banana fritters. So the questions you had in mind was, if I buy 6 banana fritters, how many sweet potatoes do I get free? And then here for the chilies, and if let's say that it's 2 free chili for every 4, but if she only buy 2, then how many chilies does she get? So that was the introduction cover. We'll look into the next part where I say, okay, what do we understand about ratio? Is that ratio compares 2 or more quantities. And on Monday, we talked about usually the quantities of objects are related. They are like different types. So for example, these are different types of stationery, and just now different types of food. You realize food is one of the most common examples. All right? But definitely there are way more than that. Okay, so now we are going to try to look at some of the questions. Let's look at, for example, this one here on page 145. Okay. On page 145, there is this Mrs. Lim that is making cup of orange syrup with cups of water to make a drink. Okay. Let me just snap a photo of this. Okay, so you look at this story here. Mrs. Lee made 1 cup of orange juice. I'm going to use, and since earlier on we already started to talk about using different highlighters from the previous topic, area of triangle as well as volume. So I strongly encourage you to use the same idea here. because we are going to look at various objects, and they are all going to have different ratios, like fractions. So sometimes it can get quite messy when what they say in the passage in English is different from how they ask the next sentence per question. So I like to use the highlighter to show that the ratios easily. It kind of helps to get my eyes to focus on the parts of the question. So here says, what is the ratio for the number of cups of orange syrup, the number of cups of water? Based on this model, what will be the answer? So I will write here. Here says, the question asks for the ratio for orange to water. So when I write out the answer, I will be writing from orange is to, I write the colon, water. So based on the model that is drawn, the ratio will be 1 is to 5. Is this difficult? No, right? Now you try the model to draw the model for the next one. Janice makes, so this is Mrs. Lin, she makes the juice here. This is a different person, okay? According to her, Janice, she makes 2 cups of orange syrup with 5 cups of water to make the drink. So both of them are like making orange water, orange juice. Can you draw the model already? Is it difficult? So I can draw the model here, orange and water. So orange is how many units? I'll try to draw as equal as possible. Two units, and then water 5 units. Okay. Okay. And then I write here, or her ratio, same thing, asking for the same thing. Orange to water. So I write orange to water. So what would be the ratio for this one? Yes, Mr. Bell? 2 is to 5. Okay, so looking at this, whose drink do you think will be sweeter? Mrs. Lim or Janice? Janice, because looking at the same orange water they make in the end of the day, Janice put in more orange syrup. Okay, that's right. Then we move on to page 147 that day. That was the homework for that day. I want us to look at especially like this question here. Okay, the buttons question. Good. Okay, so in this case, why is the highlighter particularly useful in this case? So I have green and red buttons. I will use different colors to highlight. Green, green, green is for green, pink for red. So you look at the question, he asked for ratio written in different ways. So I color red, then red, then red. So I have red here, and red here. Why? Because green is to red, so green is in front. Red is to green, so green is behind. Then the last one is not red nor green. What is the last one? It's the total. So this one is all together. This is total. So I put the green, I use the highlighter to like a kind of like a code it. I check with a code. So I see green, okay, this one not difficult, right? After I color code it, I can see easily. Green is 4, red is 5. Do I need to simplify this? Nope, it's already simplest form. Red is to green, I just put red is to green. Red is here. Total is 9. Do okay? Right? Easy, right? So far, happy? Okay, then we are going to try out one more problem. And then we see how we can convince ourselves that this series of word problems, is you guys comfortable with word problems? Can I check with you? Are you holding on to page 179? Oh, 183. Okay, I'm gonna just look at this one particular example. Page 183, one question. And I'll guide you through this one question. It's page 182. Okay, I have jumped all the way to the back. There are actually lots of pages in front. Okay, lots of pages in front. But I'm going to jump all the way to page 183. I think this question, yeah, I'm skipping all the way here to try to get you to focus on the part of let's read and understand this and feel confident about us being able to solve word problems and score 4 marks confidently. Okay? So, and using whatever we have already learned so far in the previous topics. So, starting with the race for here, I need to emphasize to Ryan, Peace, and a few of our friends, you really need to organize your work. And really put it in a very neat manner. So I'm writing my race at the side here, focusing on the reading part. Now, particularly for ratio, it's very helpful to use color coding. So you can take out your highlighters here. So here in this question, Peter has a collection of the marbles. So here, right at the start, it gives you the clue, the ratio, the types of the objects here, type of marbles. Okay? He has a collection of marbles. The number of red marbles to the number of blue marbles is the ratio of 6:5. So I'm going to use my color code already. Red color for red marble. And so I put 6:5. Then blue marble, I use a blue highlighter. And then 24 red marbles, so I use red. Question asked for number 1, blue. And the second part asked for all together. Okay, so I'll read already one time. I'll do a bit of annotation at the side here. Okay? So I write down here red, blue, S, and D. What do you think they represent? R is oh yeah, actually I should go good point, I should write ratio here. Is the ratio given? Yes, it's given 6:5. R stands for rate. Is rate given? Yes, 24. So I can write down already. I'll show you two methods. Here, number 1 is the model method. I'll draw it here. And then here I'll write down the ratio method. Okay? So you organize your okay. If you feel that you can't meet it, you use a ruler, draw a line in the middle to partition your space. Okay? So I already have the ratio. Ratio is R is to blue. Red is to blue. Okay, so red is given. Is blue given? Blue is don't know. What do you think S stands for? So if we go back to whole numbers, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, right? So in the relationship, okay, ND and ratio, this stands for the relationship of the bubbles, the relationship of the quantities. Okay, so how do you think red and blue can be related? By the word S. It's a 3-letter word. You learn S, yes, Zoya? So that's correct. That's something you learn at primary 3, when the first encounter of like the part hole model and comparison model. B for division, are you sure? It's hard. Let me explain this again. S, D, and ratio represents the relationships you can tell from the story, how the quantities are related. So S stands for sum. I could talk about red and blue marbles, the relationship as sum. What does sum represent? Plus means what? Red plus blue. So it means also in all together. So this is sum. So this is the question that is asking for sum. Okay, what do D represent? Sum, and then you have difference. Thank you, Christopher. When do you usually see difference? What's the difference between this and that? You need to subtract. What else? What's the difference between Hong Wei and Akhilesh? Hong Wei is a bit taller. What's the difference between Amara and Isabel? Isabel is a bit taller. Amara wears spectacles. So you're saying, how are they different? So when you're talking about it like that, when you're going through, you learn sum and difference. What do difference mean? You're trying to not necessarily minus. If I tell you that Amira is 140 centimeters tall, and the difference between you and Isabel is 10 centimeters, is it subtraction? Yeah. What do? You just added, right? Now I'm talking about. So difference doesn't necessarily mean minus. It's about how two things are not the same from each other. So what is that? It's like you have part whole model, the other one is you compare them. Comparison model. So difference is like comparison. How are they different from each other? So looking at this question here, are you comparing red and blue? Are you comparing red and blue? Is there a need to compare red and blue? No need. Okay, so no need. No need. So I strike off no need. So I show you here the first method of ratio method and first, and then the other method of model. So I wrote here don't need difference. So there are two items that need to be found here. The blue and the south, this is A. And then this is B. It tells you that definitely you need more than one step. Okay, we so much say I write down the ratio. Red is to blue is 6:5. Showing you the ratio method. I'm showing you both methods. For the first question, I would suggest you write down both. Then the future questions you can decide which one you prefer. Understand? So I'm writing showing you both methods. To be honest with you, actually, you kind of need to know both methods because sometimes some questions, one method doesn't work out better than the other method. That's why there's a choice, right? So like the latest test question, some of you use listing, some of you use guess and check for the pattern question. The one that the table and chair, do you remember? Yeah. And the truth is, those of you who use guess and check, actually it didn't work as well. Yeah. Listing works okay. One of the better methods was drawing it out, which was like listing. Of course, the best method is identifying the pattern, which a few of you managed to, which is great. But guess and check didn't work out so well. So same is here. I'm going to show you the different methods. After that, you see what the methods, how do they work out. Okay? Since this one is a no need, I'm going to just erase it so that I have space. Now, so here I already know red marbles is 24. So looking at how did 6 become 24? Yep, so times same times 4. So how did 6 becomes 24 is times 4. So for blue, what should I do? Times 4 also. That's what we do for equivalent fractions, remember? What will be the answer? 24 is to 20. There you go, you've solved the first part. Oops. Okay, so A, Peter has 20 blue marbles. Okay, then B, before we move on to B, I draw the method for the model. So I can draw red is to blue. Red is 6 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then blue is 5 units. So this one here is 24. So I have 6 units is 24. 1 unit is 4. 5 units is 4 times 5. That gives me 20. So blue is 20. Now, looking at this right away, at one look, how many of you say that, hey, I look at this, the model looks very familiar, like unitary method. I've been doing like model for a long time. And the ratio looks a bit new. Yeah. So looking at this so far, can you understand both? Yeah, right? Not too difficult. Then we go to B. B, most of us know that can solve already. You already know it's 20 plus 24, correct? Yeah, but that is like what you know last time. You had no difficulty to do that. I just do rate plus 2, which most of us find that it's not challenging, which is 44, right? Now, all together. So not difficult to get here, but let's include that in the ratio. So put it in the ratio portion. I will have another rate is to blue is to total. What would you think I will write here? Rate is to blue is to total. What do you think I write there? What do you think I write under total? Huh? Here, this one will be 44. We found not this. What do you think is in this box? 11. Which in the model form, is it easy to see in the model? 11 units total. So for D, I could have got 11 units, so it's 4 times 11. Is it okay? Now looking at this is a level 1 ratio problem. This is up to 4 marks. Do you think you can take 4 marks in D? Can I? Not so sure, maybe a bit challenging. But let's for a start, do you think you can draw a model? Yeah, not that difficult. How about the ratio method? Is it understandable? Okay. Let's go on to question 2 on page 184. Give you 2 minutes to try. It's a 2 sentence question, it's quite short. The next page 184. Question 2 is also level 1 question. The one on classes. Okay? This one can I move on already? Okay, nobody's looking at this anymore, right? So I have annotated the choice of methods are here. 1, 2, and 3. And that you see, I can use any of these methods to check. Okay? Okay, ready? 2 minutes, let's go. The glasses one. Okay, give it a try. I will do together as well. I'll write down some of the tips here. I can choose the ratio method. I can choose draw the model method. I'll say some of us may like the model method better because it's pictorial. You can actually see the blocks. Yeah. Oh, Mr. Roslan is here. He's in the next question. This is the next question. Mr. Roslan is in the next question. No. I remember your PE teacher is Mr. Uma. How? By the time I managed to open this, I think it's 2 minutes already. Connecting issues? Loading, 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 loading. By the time you have loaded, exactly it's 2 minutes is up already. Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah, I will. I will just give you a hint here very quickly. So this is a quite a tricky one, right? Wait, hold on. Just this one. Can I ask you, this 4 out of every 7, it sounds like fraction, remember? Yeah, but it's cannot ratio. So I can say it's 4:7. But wait a minute, what's the title? So yeah, this is wear glasses. Okay, wait head on a minute, head on a minute, head on a minute. Okay, I'm gonna get my eraser ready because I think some of us might be making some mistakes. So it's 4:7, and then here says, I hear some of you say 4 is wear glasses. Then what is 7? Is it don't wear glasses? Yes. So this is something that you need to clarify, be very clear about. It's 4 out of 7 people who wear glasses. So it's actually all the students. Yes. So 7 units is the 35. Okay? Well, yes? Yeah, so you know the 20 is answer. So for the model, here says the whole class is like that. The whole class is made out of 7 students. Seven units of people. Not 7 students, sorry. It's like saying like for every 7 students, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For every 7 students, 4 wear glasses. Okay? This part is wear glasses. The 7 units here, that's 35 pupils. Can I ask how many units don't wear glasses? 3. So 1 unit will be 35 divided by 7. That is 5. So you're looking for 4 units. Okay, is this question doable? Not that difficult, right? Feeling like having a good time so far? Can you finish page 184? Just one question. Can? Yes. Okay. Now I'll see you tomorrow then.